Good morning children, welcome to the online class. In this class we will discuss about development. First of all, we should know what is a development. Development involves thinking and working towards our aspirations. This development is different from person to person and place to place also. Sometimes development of a single person, what they expect is a destructive to another person also. Okay, then if we want to know the development of the individual person, then we will take some criteria, that some measures based upon their income levels and their developments in all the concerns we will take. But how to compare the development of different countries? As per the World Bank, the main criteria which used by the World Bank for the development of a country, that is a per capita income. What is that? Per capita income. This per capita income, how do we count? This is the national income of a country divided by population, then we will get a per capita income. This is only we called it as an average income, and the World Bank classified different countries by using some category. What is that category? The income, the countries which have a per capita income more than $12,600, they are treated as a rich countries, and high income countries. And whereas 1035, the countries which have less than 1035 in countries, they are treated as a low income countries, and those who are in between $12,600 to $1,035, they were treated as a middle income countries. Generally, the rich countries which we named as a rich country, they are developed countries, but not all the rich countries are developed countries. Some of the countries, rich countries, are treated as a developed country. Our India comes under this middle income country, which is treated as a developing country. This we call it as an average income. No, this average incomes or averages. This word averages hides disparities. It hides disparity. How it hides disparity, we will see. Here see once we will take country A, country B. We will take 5 persons income levels. Here see, his income is 9,800, his income is 10,000, and fourth one also 10,000, whereas the fifth one is 10,200, then average income of this country is 10,000 only. Average income is 10,000 only. Whereas in the country B, might be it is one person 4,500, for another one 5,000, for another one 15,000, and another fourth one 10,000, and another the fifth person is having 15,500. Then if we observe the average income of this country also 10,000 only. Here what we observe, average incomes are same of the both countries, but when compared to the personal income, what happens here? All are very close, not much difference. But here we are able to understand differences in their incomes. One is with very less income and one is with very high income. In that way, by knowing this, we can say that this averages hide disparities. Averages hide disparities. Now, we will know about the income and other criteria. Income and other criteria. To know the development of a particular state, how do we know? As per the World Bank, we know this. But how to identify this state is in development stage? Okay, now we will see that. Here we will see the income and other criteria. How to compare in the states. Here one table is given. Per capita income per annum of some states are given here. Here they give 3 states per capita income as per the 2012 record. Maybe now we are in 2021, but they gave in our textbook as per 2012. Here Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and Bihar are given. Punjab, with what, how much income they have? 78,000 per annum. Whereas Himachal Pradesh 74,000 and Bihar 25,000. Which state is having more income here? Punjab, we know. And whereas which state has low income? Bihar. By observing this table, we can say very easily. And along with this income, we want some more measures to know the development of a state. Here they give IMR, literacy, net attendance. What is the meaning of IMR? IMR means infant mortality rate. It will be calculated per every 1,000. For every 1,000, how many deaths are happening at the age of below 1 year? So that count will be taken into IMR. It is given as per 2006 and literacy rate. Literacy rate. How do we know the literacy rate? It gives us the population, the literate population at the age of 7 and above. Means minimum age what they will take into consideration to treat as a literate 7 years. Then there will be literacy, that is literacy rate and net attendance rate. From 6 to 17 years of schooling, how many years they are attending the school? That will be given under net attendance rate. If we observe in Punjab, IMR is 42 and whereas literacy rate 77, net attendance rate 76. In Himachal Pradesh, you should compare, and we should compare with the per capita income also. Himachal Pradesh 36 IMR is there, literacy 84 and whereas net attendance rate 90%. In Bihar, IMR is 62, literacy rate 64, net attendance rate 56. By this we are maybe here in the per capita income, Punjab is in first place. But whereas by observing this data, we can say that in Himachal Pradesh that is possible. By this, we had to come to one conclusion that money cannot do all the things. With money only, we can't get any development. Some of the aspects are there which should be done collectively. For example, I will give you an example. Health and nutrition. If it is given by the government, then the society will be developed. Personally and individually, we can't get it. Is it right? That means that the government has to arrange some public facilities for the development of a place. Whereas in a small village, if we want to get education, if there is no school, how is it possible? If he is a rich person, if he is able to bear the fees of a private schools, they can arrange. But whereas what about the remaining people of the society? That means that the government has to provide some public facilities for the development of a particular place. Understand? And if as per that we, to improve the health and nutrition condition of the people, the government is trying to arrange the food grains with the subsidized rate through PDS, that means public distribution system. In some of the states are working better in providing food grains through PDS, that means through fair price shops or ration shops. If it is not working properly, then the people of that places are able to get by protesting against that, by protesting. By that they are improving that where the PDS is working properly, the people of that areas are in some better way in health and nutrition condition. Okay, the remaining topic we will discuss in the next class. We will meet you in the next class. Thank you.